Hello, this is Dr. James, and today I'm going to talk about 3D printed stun gun, high voltage power supply. Can we get that in frame, maybe? Look at that. Very cool, huh? So, I'm going to show you how to build this. I'm going to post the link, or the STL file in Thingiverse, and you can download that for free, and these parts are pretty cheap, and I'll show you how to build it. Very simple little device. Anyway, this is let's get started. Okay, so we'll talk about 3D printed stun gun. So here is a part that I printed on a 3D printer, and let's take a look at some of the parts. We're going to have a 18650 lithium-ion battery, and here is a high voltage generator. These are cheap, they're like less than $10, and they claim that they're 40,000 volts, but they're really only about 15,000. I measured that in one of my videos, but still, it's a pretty cool generator. And here is a little battery holder. And I have a little switch that I got off of Amazon. And this thing hopefully should support all these parts. And we'll see if we can put it together. Should be interesting. Okay? Okay, so here is our Thingiverse part. And I have a battery holder here. I think I'm going to orient it like that. I put a little hole there so I could take, these are 440 screws, and I think this is going to be long enough to go through both of them. So we'll get a little 440 screw, and I prefer to have pan heads because they don't interfere with the battery as much. This is going to cause the battery to sit up a little bit higher. But let's just go ahead and get this thing assembled in the general way. Okay, so I got the screw down through there like so. And here's our nut. I'll get that in the back side of that. So I actually, this will probably make a nice handheld device, but I actually put mounting brackets here. When you grab it, they're not really going to get in your way too much. The switch will be here. And, well, if you don't want them, you can always, I show in my video how you can edit STLs and cut parts of them out, or whatever. So you could import this into something like FreeCAD and edit it and cut that out. Let's make sure our 18650 battery fits into here. Okay. Very cool, huh? See that? It teeters a little bit because that screw head pops it up. You know what I should have done actually? I probably should have stuck this switch in first, because this battery holder is probably going to get in the way. Let's see. Can we read that? On is this way, so we want the faceplate kind of up. So on will be this way. And I made it so it's tight enough that you probably have to kind of screw it in. And can we screw it in with that battery holder in place? I guess we can. Don't want to break these wires off. Okay. And self-threading, right? Self-tapping. Okay, so these little switches come with a nut, and they also come with another washer type of thing, but I think I will just use this nut to hold it in place. Okay. Now here's the cool part. Now, I've had problems with these high voltage things burning out, and so I especially designed this part so it's got like a little latch, so you can maintain this if you need to replace this guy. We'll get the wires through here. So you can slide him in like so, and It should latch at the front, right? Come on. Okay, there we go. Did it latch? Oh, I know it's hitting on here. Okay, there. Okay, so now this front part, you can kind of bend it if you want to take it back out, but it's got like a little latch there that latches our device in place. And of course, these are the high voltage outputs. Might want to strip back the wires a little bit on those. Let's see, do I have my razor blade? Anyway, so basically these are the input wires here. Oh shoot. I need to unlatch it to reposition this green wire. This green wire got caught up under there. Okay. So I believe... Okay, there. This green wire, we're going to have to use a switch to break the circuit. But one of the wires will go to our... I think green goes to black and red goes to red. Okay. And I just have to solder these things up. Maybe I'll snug these wires under the battery connector or something like that. So we're going to solder this with this switch in the circuit, and we'll test her out, make sure it works. Should be very cool, huh? 3D printed stun gun. Okay. Very cool. Okay, so I removed the battery thing so I could work on this a little bit. So I soldered the black to the green wire here, and I'm going to solder the red wire coming out of here to the switch. See, there's one terminal of the switch, and I'll solder the other red wire of the battery to the other terminal of this little switch. Okay. And then I think we should be good to go. I'll just put the battery back in. See, there's a little hole so I can... let me set down the soldering iron without getting burned, hopefully, or melting my project. I might have to put the camera down because it's hard for me to see and do this. But we'll get this on the other terminal. I usually like to loop it through because solder joints are always stronger if you have a mechanical bond as well. I'll loop it through that little hole and then solder it. Oh, okay. Be careful. With the soldering iron. Okay, there, we got it through. Okay. So, there we got our wire through that little hole. I'll solder this second one on, and again I removed the battery while I'm doing this because I don't want the thing to come on and shock me while I'm soldering this together. And I think we might be good to go. I'm going to check those solder joints, and if it looks good I'll reassemble it and then we'll give it a test. Okay. Okay, so here is our finished product. Let's get the battery in there. And we'll take a look at this. Very cool, huh? Very cool. Okay, so there is our 3D printed stun gun. And let me just turn her on and we'll give her a test. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't like to zap it too much because you never know when you're going to hit the limit of this power supply and blow it out, but okay, so I think it's looking pretty good. Anyway, okay, there you have it, 3D printed stun gun. And again, the STL file will be in Thingiverse, and I'll have links in the bottom. So you can purchase these if your parts are pretty cheap. Anyway, I'll provide all the part numbers and links so you can do that. This is Dr. Janes, and thanks for watching.